side yard addition. What was overlooked was their need for approximately 1 foot variance into the side yard in the front corner. The house is not square to the property line. So due to that little angle, the front corner needs a 1 foot variance.
And it's not even for the full house, it's a diminishing, the
Correct.
1 foot diminishes to 0.
Yeah. Design's already been approved at a previous meeting.
So, any discussion? Now this, as it's a variance, has to be, we have to make a recommendation to council.
If I'm reading the room from the last discussion of this, this is a de minimis variance that's needed, and the practical difficulties is that the owner did nothing to cause this problem. He inherited the situation. We even missed it the first time through because of, it wasn't there, the existing drawings were wrong, right? And then their surveyor caught the error. Have I got that right?
You do have it
Yeah.
right. We were going off of the county's aerial, which looks fairly square.
Yep, yep. So the idea would be that there's no reason, there's no good reason to strictly apply this ordinance in this circumstance.
I think the only thing we need to do, though, is we at some point need to say, is there are any neighbors here that are?
Absolutely. But I'm just letting you know what the basis would be, and you're right.
And I would also say to you, Steve, that this probably goes to the hardship aspects of things, just based upon some of the things that I saw written in the.
Well, yes, the standard for this type of variance is practical difficulty.
Right,
Yeah.
but a hardship is higher level?
A hardship under Ohio case law and New York zoning law, which was imported into Ohio, it is a higher level.
Yeah.
An unnecessary hardship is what you need to prove if you're trying to get a use variance, which is you cannot use your property for the zone
Right.
purpose.
Yeah.
Here, there's a practical difficulty in using the property.
I just throw that out there, that I thought that it would raise to that level.
It certainly raises to the level of practical difficulty, yes.
Are there any neighbors here who are for or opposed or wanted to address this?
Well, also, did we receive any correspondence?
We've not received any correspondence. We did send notification letters.
Got scared them all away. They were going to come.
But there's nobody here that
kidding.
wants to address that, is that right?
It's the aggressive dog
We
program.
feel like we should make sure that
I do
we're
know that the
giving that opportunity.
homeowners association did
Voted to approve.
voted to
Yeah.
approve.
Okay.
That was in the packet.
I fully read everything. It seems like everybody else had. I don't really have anything to say. I think we could probably vote if everybody's okay.
Well, what we need to do is have a motion to recommend to council the approval of the variance for 3940 Beachmont Trail, side yard setback, and along with the finding of facts that will be presented at council.
I'll make that motion.
I'll second.
Actually,
This is just a
You
P and Z.
can't.
Oh, I
This is
can't.
P
You
and Z.
can't.
There you go.
I'll make the motion.
Okay.
Just one question before we have the vote. Did we, I think when we made the original motion, we were going to have it might have been subject to administrative review of the additional vegetation. Did that actually happen, or?
Well, it
There-
is
we
January,
had discussion.
February, so there hasn't been any planting. However,
And what'll happen, this is just for the variance, that would be part of the site plan approval, and I think Scott is getting ready to,
already planning on doing that.
So that'll
it'll
be
be-
subsequent,
Yes.
just to,
yeah. And if you,
Just
are you, you're proposing to say that that should be a part of the motion with, appropriate
right, I
vegetative
think
screening?
that was I think the
If I
initial
recall
motion
correctly,
had
It
that.
was part of the motion on the addition, which already came
Right.
through. We issued a permit for it already.
Okay,
Okay.
so that's already a
That's already
condition of.
a
what he's
condition of
doing.
the approval.
Yeah, and I also think that that's something that wouldn't go before council, and I think that.
If it's a
If it was
condition
a
of the variance,
condition,
yes,
if it
but
was a
since
condition.
we're sort of doing it backwards and we've already
Yeah.
given an initial approval.
So I have a motion from Kim. Who's the second?
I'll second.
Brian?
Anthony.
See? Told you.
You told me.
Oh, Anthony?
Anthony second.
Oh, Anthony did.
Don't
Yeah,
get the wrong
that's
person.
a triple,
Okay.
triple second.
Okay, any further discussion? Hearing none, Danette, can you call the question, please?
Sure. Allner,
Yes.
Lazar,
Yes.
Light,
Yes.
Pitts,
Yes.
Mayor Klein.
Yes, thank you.
Thank you.
Take your dog and
Enjoy.
Eileen, do I need to speak with anyone in the village regarding the vegetation for aesthetic and privacy purposes?
We were going to do that administratively, so you
Okay.
just
Before you
want to
go-
send it to Brandon, and he'll just send it to me.
The council meeting is the first Wednesday in March, which I think, or you could be on the 10th. The first or second Wednesday.
Either day will work, Wednesday.
Pick one so we can post notice of it.
I will not be at that second meeting,
Okay.
so I don't know if you look, if you need numbers or
I
whatever.
think if you could be at the first meeting,
You're good at the first meeting?
Okay.
All right.
let's do that.
That's the fourth?
That is the 4th.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes, I stole
Okay,
it.
thank you
It's
very
March
much.
4th, like your project.
Thank you.
Enjoy.
I knew that.
Now, this is,
Rosie?
Yeah,
This is the next
take it in there.
Okay, the next case is 4799 Lander Road.
And Scott, that'll be at 7 o'clock. The hearing will do 7, 7:01, and 7:02 for the variances that,
There'll be likely at least two variances, maybe three, on the agenda.
yeah.
So this is item number 2, 4799 Lander Road, 2 front yard setback variance request, Ted Otero from Otero Signature Homes. It's been reviewed by the village engineers. Ted, you want to join us up here?
So this case, we have a proposed development of 6 lots in the New Song Church property that is made of 3 parcels. The lot sizes are code compliant, where 2 of the proposed lots, 2 and 6, they're asking for a front setback variance of 50 feet from the required 100 feet to 50 feet.
Can you put that on the screen there?
The site plan?
Because looking at this, I mean, so the ones on the cul-de-sac are 100 feet?
Yeah,
Yeah.
the cul-de-sac.
I see, okay.
The other lots are just
And
narrower.
Lot 1, lots 3,
But it's-
4, 5
But it's,
can meet the 100-foot setback.
so it's just 2
but
and 6.
one looks like,
One is the, looks the narrowest.
one looks like it's only 50 feet off the
But
entry
its
road.
right-of-way is off of Lander Road.
Oh, okay, all righty.
You can see it's got a 100-foot setback line.
It's not so
Right.
easy to see, but
That's what we were trying to do, is line up the main
Yeah, the
drag
main-
with
the-
that.
Yeah, the main houses will align with other houses on the street.
I think it makes sense. I mean, I really do.
Just allows more use of the backyard. We've got septics too, so.
What strikes me as odd in this, and I think that your variance sort of addresses this, and that is that you could see this coming as you're laying out the street. And there's just a little sort of pinch associated with developing this anyway, knowing that you're going to have to be asking for variances rather than developing something there that would not require variances, that would be,
Less appealing.
standard with the community.
One
Right.
of the issues that this board could identify as a fact that would support the variance is that the cost of the variance, the impact of the variance, is borne by the developer and the subsequent purchaser, both of whom are aware of
Yeah.
what the impact on value will be.
And that's not to say that the end house is gonna be at that 50 foot. It just gives them more flexibility to be somewhere in that range,
I only
I'd just
mention
like to
this
say-
because we have this issue on other kinds of homes and other kinds of communities where it's like, we knew going into this that this house was not going to fit here. And now we want a variance. Go ahead.
I would just like to say that I mean, it is nice to see this particular subdivision laid out like it is, much better than the previous one that was submitted. And, I mean, it just attests to me that it meets all the zoning code, really does. It just, a few things as far as the variance, right? And, listening to that other developer last time tell me all the issues that we had, and yet here's somebody that's coming and doing it the right way, doing it what I think is a very good development right? So that somebody could use their property.
Thank you.
I did have a question. I'm not opposed to, I just have a question.
Sure.
Can you please educate me as to why or whether sewer would be possible?
According to where the sewers are, they're over on Lander, on Miles Road, right? So the cost would not be, it's not
It's
feasible.
just cost prohibitive.
The reason that they
the number.
needed so many lots last time is to be able to sell those lots, to be able to pay for that lift station and
Okay.
so forth. Now, I don't know all the details behind that.
Yeah, I'm not asking you to
Yeah.
address them, I'm just asking
Yeah.
you to address
Yeah, there's.
your plan and why,
Yeah.
and just to educate me a little bit.
And we want
about
the
that.
bigger lots, right? So we're custom
No, we do
homes
want
and-
we
yeah.
want the bigger lots as well, because that's what it's zoned for.
Right.
Has the county board of health
No,
opined?
we're
You
only
haven't
looking
talked to
for
them at all?
preliminary,
Yeah.
right? We get preliminary, then we'll go to the next stages. Yeah.
So every
know
one
what
of
the
these
deal
homes
is.
will be septic.
Yes.
Okay.
On lots.
That's, that was the reasoning behind the U1 zoning and acre and a half properties to accommodate the septic systems that were required because there were no sewers. Now that there are some sewers in the village, that can be modified, but this area has no access to it.
Okay.
And it really, I mean, that's assuming that you would like to see something modified. Again, I propose that, acre and a half lots is not only a septic tank issue, it's more of a quality of life issue. Right? It is more of having a lot size that is nice, and I appreciate that.
No, this is certainly within the character of the surrounding lots.
Absolutely.
I was just trying to, learn a little bit about it. I'm not opposed to it. I think it looks really nice.
Thank you.
And I think that I was I'm on the record, I was very opposed to the last one, so, that was, but I do think this looks like a nice layout, a good use of the space. I think it's a challenging space to use.
Right.
And I get that, but I appreciate the fact that it's laid out on a street where there's houses on both sides, and in the character of the houses in the surrounding area, which I think is good.
Yep.
I'll make a motion to approve, or recommend.
Recommend the council. Okay, Ryan, is there a second?
I'll second.
Jeff? Okay. Any further discussion?
This one was this one, I can't remember, was this one also, were people noticed, neighbors to come?
Yes,
No.
we should.
So are there any neighbors or people from, who are noticed to come interested in speaking to this? Because we would like to hear if there are. Right, I mean, that's.
Yeah,
We met with the neighbors as well.
I just want to
so,
make
yeah.
sure that we're being very transparent
tried.
and that,
Neighbors were notified, some came in with questions.
I have a question over there.
You're not.
No,
You're not a
this is the other
resident of
side of
this area.
town.
This is
This is
over-
Lander Road.
This is
This is
Lander
the New
Road.
Stone Church.
This is the church site.
I was thinking this was the new home on Brandon
There's no
Road.
picture.
No.
No.
No,
No.
it's by the church.
Never mind.
But
Not your
everybody was
neighbor.
noticed and nobody sent any
Nobody
written,
sent communications, some people stopped in to look at the site.
and did they ask you to communicate anything to us or?
No, absolutely not.
Okay,
No communications.
okay. Then I'm comfortable, thanks.
Okay. And with no further conversation on this, Jeanette, can you call the question?
Yep, Alma,
Yes.
Lazar,
Yes.
White,
Yes.
Stitt,
Yes.
Mayor Klein.
Yes. Thanks very much.
Thank you so much. I look forward to working with all of you, and it's going to be
Yeah,
great.
good luck.
Thanks so much.
Good luck.
Possibly
care.
two council members that were-
Okay.
Are you available the 4th of March? That's the council, that's the first council meeting after this
Council
meeting.
meeting, so not coming in with any more further developed plan,
Right.
just getting this approved first.
Right.
before we
Right,
go
so this,
further.
from here, this is a recommendation to council
Yep.
to approve the variance.
Okay.
You come in on the 4th, council approves the variance, and then you can
Then you can
continue with your next.
Then you can
engineering.
proceed.
Yeah.
Yep. Thank you so much. We'll be there.
Okay. Item number 3 is, this is Brainerd Road. Thank you.
What time on
7
7 p.m.
7 p.m.
Okay, so I'd like.
That other
As soon as
hearing,
you're done introducing this, I want
that
to say
other
something
hearing
about
will
it.
be heard
As soon as you're done
first.
introducing this,
I don't
want to say
expect
something
large
about it.
turnout, so it'll probably be right away.
I hear what you're saying.
As soon as you're done introducing this one, I would like to say something.
Okay.
Thank you.
I know what you want to say.
Yes.
Um,
you can share.
Item number 3 is 4545 Brainerd Road, lot width and area variance request. Vadim Schulman from Domus Construction Corp. It's been reviewed by the village engineer. Have we had, Brandon, has correspondence gone out on
I
this?
don't need one.
Brandon?
Oh, yes, this is when you're refusing.
Brandon?
Yes.
Correspondence gone out and
Yes.
any response?
Neighbors were notified. I received no response, no communication.
Okay.
Okay, so I just want to,
Kimberly?
yeah, on this one, I'm recusing myself, and I'll be abstaining from both discussion and vote. I used to be a member of Temple Emmanuel. I haven't been for 5 or 6 years. I do believe I could be fair and impartial. However, to avoid even the appearance of an impropriety, I will be abstaining from any discussion or vote.
Thank you.
Thank you.
The request here is to, when the original Temple Emmanuel site was carved out, they maintained a connection to Brainerd Road on the north side of their property that would have potentially have been for another access to the parking from off of Brainerd Road. Apparently, they've long determined that they don't really need or will ever need that access, and therefore feel that it is an opportunity to dispose of that piece of land and make it available for home development. As you can see by the site information, the property is 1.27 acres. The U1 district in which this falls requires 1.5 acres. It's off 5.23 acres. Temple Emmanuel has the capability, if it wanted to carve out some of their back property and add a panhandle to this to be able to meet the zoning area requirement. But it seems that that panhandle doesn't serve any real purpose for the development site and really doesn't help the synagogue by carving it off. So what the one variance is that they're here to ask for is the reduction to allow the site to be 1.27 acres. Has that got it, Brandon?
You have it correct?
So, that having been said,
And I think one of the facts that makes this property distinguishable from all other properties is, number one, the property, it is wider than is the property to the north. There's almost round up 150 feet of frontage for this lot. The lot to the north of them is actually narrower than that, so it's not going to stand out width-wise. It's going to look like a regular lot. You cannot tell what the depth of the property is from the street, and it's the last lot that could really be broken out from this property. We're worried about backland development, and what you don't want to do is have an initial development where they're coming in, the lot that's on Lander, the development on Lander came in at 1.5 acre minimums for all of their lot. If he was coming in and proposing a bunch of, variances from the 1.5 acres, we wouldn't recommend approval of that, because that is something that sets a bad precedent. But this is a unique situation where he's off by 0.23
quarter of an acre.
23 hundredths of an acre. That could be obtained if you change the geometrical.
Yeah, but it would not be, it would be easy to do that.
Yeah, and
it would be really easy to do that. And I don't know why they don't do it just to make it legal. I mean,
Because
why in the world would
Right.
you?
One of the planning
Just expand the back end
considerations
there.
that you are supposed to be paying attention to, and this is in your code, your subdivision code.
You always
is-
remind me it's in my code.
Yes, it is in your code, that you want to avoid irregular shaped lots for a number of reasons. Number one, it's tough to put boundaries in, like fences and such. And number two, the maintenance of that area is always problematic.
It would not be a problem here.
Okay, vote against it.
It would not be a problem here at all.
I'm telling you what the planning concerns are.
Well,
I understand.
the other
It also
thing,
enables the existing Temple Emmanuel parcel to remain contiguous
Yeah.
within its own border. It doesn't have this little finger sticking into it. We're talking about,
Or lose parking. I mean, the other thing they could do is add acreage that goes straight back along the existing lines rather than putting a big finger
Yeah.
across the back, neither of which are good planning. So it's your call.
Well, and the only property really getting a new detrimental impact is the one that's selling the property.
Yep.
Because everyone else, the width and the side yards, it's the same as we have through that whole,
well, if you look at
all of Brainerd.
all of the residential properties, both to the north and to the south, as well as to the west,
Actually
the
narrower.
the frontages are all over the map. There's no consistency amongst them.
Correct.
So having, this site looking like an appropriate frontage makes sense. And the depth is not as important as,
Because they can meet their front,
They can
rear
meet
yard
the set-
setbacks.
They have the
without-
100-yard
But all they gotta do is
setback.
move that line, how many feet? It's not a big deal.
The other piece to the puzzle here is when these lots were original, these were all septics. And this has got sewer.
No,
Doesn't that have sewer? No?
I don't see how it can.
The temple has, I believe it's a force main down to Miles.
Oh, okay. I thought that they
No.
tied it in.
No.
No.
Okay.
They're not gonna be able to tie into that, they're gonna have to have a septic
So the
tank.
septic has to fit it.
Right,
They'll have to do a septic.
right, yeah, yeah. But anyway, I think it's a no-brainer. All you have to do is move that thing back a couple, whatever the feet is that would make it
Well,
an acre and a half.
You're looking at a little less than, about 10,000 square feet.
Yeah, so I think
And
it's
so
like 72
150
feet. You'd have to move it. 72 feet.
And that would go
Right.
into, I mean, you can either do a finger, which is a real maintenance problem, or you could do a loss of parking, because that parking isn't 72 feet away from the
No,
rear
no.
rear property.
No, I understand,
And
right.
that's what I'm, like, so then you have setback issues, I imagine, for the parking that you have to maintain. So you're,
You have to reconfigure the parking lot
Yeah.
to accommodate it,
Yeah.
which,
Did get
that
cut.
creates
This
a
is,
hardship.
this is
Yeah.
a unique,
But they're selling the property, making a good dollar on this thing. Come on, they can do that.
this is a unique property
affecting the temple,
that you could distinguish if you chose to do so from other properties. I'm not concerned that this is a precedent that blows out your 1.5 acre requirement.
yeah.
So this is a big enough lot. This is going to become a residential lot, right? That's
Yeah,
it.
this is,
So us approving the smaller lot size does not put the new homeowner in a situation where they could say, well, now we need a variance because this lot is smaller than the standard lots here, and that's our practical hardship. I mean, could
Well,
that happen,
the
or is this a
lot-
big
the lot
enough
is-
lot?
It looks like the lot is predominantly cleared of trees, so I don't know what the impact. Is there a lot of trees on there?
no, it's a field.
So, I don't know what
See what I'm
I don't know
saying?
what the
I just,
impact would be of the
That would be a-
less acreage on the canopy question. But it is what it is, and, I don't know that the variance creates any difference on the canopy
You see
question.
what I'm saying?
Yeah.
But there's no reason that other zoning requirements can't be met
Right.
within the confines of the
What-
reconfigured.
what- Whatever the canopy requirements are, they're going to have to deal with them. And the fact that it's a smaller parcel, the percentage of coverage just goes down.
Right.
Yeah, but I think she's referring to side yards and rear
I am.
yards and other things like that.
I am.
And it's of proper width,
Yeah, the width is fine.
so.
The width is, we need a variance for the width as well, like half a foot.
Oh, sorry.
It's got to be 150 feet of
Yeah,
width.
they're 149 and a half.
So
Oh,
that's
yeah.
the other
Oh,
variance.
my bad.
So there are two variances.
It's two variances, okay. So
But it
you've got,
looks wider than the other.
Yeah,
Because
those are
that's
lawful non-conforming widths.
Right, 1959 is the, yeah, the set.
That is correct.
Has to be 150.
So this is the former Mayor White's property. And I believe he's the one, I don't know if you were here for the splits on Brainerd, but that would have come out of that parcel. I don't know if that split occurred during your tenure here, or?
I'm sure it did.
Or did it happen even before that? We don't know.
No, I mean, this lot used to just be all one lot for.
No, I understand. I imagine that the lots on Brainerd were also a part of this parcel, the white parcel.
Correct.
I don't know when those were created, but those conform to the code. They're an acre and a half with 150-foot plus frontage.
Yeah.
So we're granting a variance as to lot
Lot width.
width and lot acreage.
Correct.
Yeah. But now the half foot is one thing.
Well, yeah, and that is nothing, when you look at all these other lots in the area that
Right,
were pre-1959 that are much smaller.
But
think that was
the
noted.
acre and a half, I think, is obviously a different scenario in my mind. Especially when it would just take 72 feet, right? Okay, 72 feet, move it back. Okay, we have a lot. It's legal.
All right. Thank you for that. Is there any other comments? I'd like to make a motion to recommend to council the approval of variance for 4545 Brainerd Road for a lot and area width as,
Do you want to take two separate motions? Because I think there might be a 5-0 vote on the width variance, right? Is that what you were saying?
I'm going to tell you how we're going to vote.
Why didn't you say you thought it was a different thing?
I think you heard me correctly.
Okay, you could take two different motions and get a 5-0 vote on the width.
I was going to bet on
play
this.
your hand.
Yeah, yes.
He doesn't want to overplay it. Okay, let's play it this way.
Steve, we did send letters out. Do we have to ask?
We sent letters.
Yeah.
I asked
No
that-
communication.
Yeah. I asked-
Open it up to the public if
I thought-
anybody is here to comment on this.
Yes. If there's anyone here from the public who wishes to comment on item number 3, please come forward. If there's anyone here from the public who wishes to comment on item number 3, please come forward. If there is anyone here from the public who wishes to comment on item number 3, please come forward. Hearing none, we have no comments.
Right.
So now I'll make a motion for recommendation to council for the first variance will be a half-foot variance side yard or width, property width. And can I get a second?
Second?
Any further discussion? Hearing none, Danette?
Lazar,
Yes.
Light,
Yes.
Pitts,
Yes.
Mayor Klein.
So there you go. Yes. The second motion is for a variance request to reduce the overall area of this property from the acre and a half to 1.27 acres. A variance of 0.23 acres.
I'll second that.
Any further discussion? Hearing none, Danette, will you call the question, please?
Lazar,
Yes.
Light,
Yes.
Pitts,
No?
Mayor Klein.
You did that. Yes,
Did you make bets on that?
I could.
Parlor that.
What's that, what's that, tell sheet or whatever
That
was?
would be totally inappropriate to post odds on
Okay,
that.
They
again,
thought it was illegal.
These variances will
Prop
be
bets.
heard at the March 4th council meeting at 7 PM, so if you can be there for council action,
7 p.m.?
7 PM.
The other two will probably be heard first, so you'll be advertised for 7:03 hearing. What's that?
You should what? I had
Good luck.
me operated on, but my hearing is gone.
Thank you so much.
Good luck.
Item number 4. 6 645 Lake Placid, new dwelling, sublot 146, George Boleski, Threes Homes. Hi, George.
This is for
Approved by the village architect and approved as noted by the village engineer.
This is one of the last two remaining lots on Lake Placid. New house proposal, approved by the village architect, village engineer.
Why would that go first? So that you can abstain? Oh,
And there's a reason for
okay, gotcha.
Just some site plan revisions to
Gotcha.
make. So the motion should be conditional upon village engineer's approval.
Can you see the site
Sorry.
plan?
Looks like a pretty home.
Okay.
One elevation looks like there's no window, maybe there's three.
We got a couple of elevations, sure.
The HOA did ask for 2 additional windows on the west side elevation. We were
Yeah.
willing to do that.
It makes sense to me. I looked at it.
No,
It's a little bit.
And
I think a little bit over here.
I put my Kathy Mulcahy hat on
There's nothing there.
and
So I'm assuming there's nothing
suggested that,
there.
think John beat you to it.
I know, John knew the drill. Where, yeah,
So we were thinking 2 transoms on the garage, up high 2x2, and then on the powder room on the first floor, above the water closet, putting an operable, like, 2.0, 4.0 single hung.
Can you show us on the screen there?
Yeah,
So
and
here, I can actually show you right here.
No, on the screen, it's
On the
easier,
screen?
thank you.
And I just need you to speak up
you
just a little
can't, you
bit.
can't draw on that like the other
No, I
one.
just want him to
Oh,
point.
yeah, that's right.
Yeah, you can't draw on this one.
Just want you to point, that's
What do
fine.
we need?
So we're gonna put, can you flip that?
Flip
I'm
that.
getting there, boss.
All right, no worries. So 2x2 transoms on the garage, the carriage garage, and then 1 single hung. We have a hall bathroom over here above the water closet, just something operable. Up here, I have a large walk-in shower, which won't accommodate that, and then I have a walk-in closet. So second story, I really don't have the opportunity to definitely accommodate.
And is it gonna be in the middle of that wall, in that
Right
open
here, it's
space,
gonna
or
be
is
about
it
right where
towards
my pen's
the?
at.
Oh, okay.
That's where that hall bathroom is. And then over here, we would just equidistant, 2 windows, just to kind of just break up the mass.
And we don't have a drawing of that, though.
We don't. It was just something that was suggested that we would be resubmitting if approved.
Why do we have 2 elevations?
Pardon?
Why do we have 2 different elevations?
So you have a
Are they
cover
the
sheet,
same?
and then I think another one has more detail.
Oh, that's it, okay, all right, I thought they were just different, okay.
You have a,
What is the space next to the powder room, is that a pantry? What's in-
That's actually the garage. So
No,
it's part of the-
no, over here.
Yeah, that's the pantry.
Okay.
So I've got shelving and so forth in there, so I've got 5 high shelves.
Okay. So, what were the engineer comments?
There's some site plan things to correct with the sewers, I believe, and the heights of the sewers. I'll pull it up here in a second.
Your materials are over there, is that?
So he added a roadway basin to the plan. The rear basin is called to be lowered by 1 foot. And he made an adjustment to the depth, that there's enough depth
Okay.
on the existing.
So any approval will come with
Correct.
the engineer's comments being addressed.
so you have samples?
I do. Would you like to see them?
We would love to see
Okay.
them.
We look for samples.
I like the samples. We do. They make it more, little pictures. Yeah. I'm a visual person.
So I do have limited samples, but if you take a look at the stone on the front, this is going to be the stone. This is going to be the brick. The brick obviously runs around the perimeter of the foundation on the
Is
front
that
elevation.
a
Pull
gray
those
or?
together for us.
It's actually a white, sorry, you go get the white, and we actually have a white mortar that's going to go with that as
Can
well.
you hold those together?
Sure.
Can we see the board that you got?
Now that you're shading them.
How about I set these over here? I don't think that work for everyone?
Yeah, that's fine.
Okay. So we have this color scheme going on, and all the trim will be black, and it'll be a black roof as well. I don't have the roofing samples, but it's a dimensional shingle.
Great.
Okay?
I think that'd be nice. And the windows are black?
The windows are white.
Oh, the windows are
The windows
white.
are white. Which is pretty common.
I know, I like the black ones. But that doesn't mean anything.
Any other comments or questions on?
What about the shake? Was that the same as the?
Shade will be the same color as the iron.
Okay.
Said it was,
All right.
yeah, it was black.
Okay.
And then we have some bricks over some of the windows. Are those going to be white? What do we have in here?
So those are actually bricks that will go over the windows. So that's just a soldier course,
But
same
it's the
material.
white.
So is that going to be the white?
It'll be the white, correct, yeah.
So it'll be essentially white on white in those spots.
And the shutters?
Shutters will be black. I did have a rendering that I submitted, and I did bring it with me, just to kind of give you an idea.
Oh, that helps.
That's what we like to see.
Okay,
That's very helpful.
That helps. That looks good.
I think that looks really nice.
Yeah.
thank you.
I'll make a motion to approve,
I'll second.
subject to the engineers.
Engineers. Wait a minute.
And subject to
Is-
the additional
We have
windows.
a comment from the audience.
Two quick ones. One, I want to thank the building department for getting this on the agenda tonight. I think they got the submission a little late, so we appreciate that. And second comment, HOA is fine with what's been done and compliment trees and everything they've done in our community. That left side of the house, is it possible to get another window in there? I'm thinking with that, I'm not saying it's necessary, but just saying you got that whole second floor.
I just went over the,
We have a lot of rectangular windows in Lakes of Orange where that shower is, I believe.
I don't think they want a window in their shower, and I know that the request was to add 2 windows, we've agreed to add 3.
Do you have homeowners already?
Yes, this house is sold.
And they're happy with the way it
Yes,
is?
that is correct.
Well, they're going to add the 3 windows.
3 windows, yeah.
Right.
They're of the understanding that they knew that this was.
I understand, but they're happy with the 3 that you've
They are
discussed?
correct. They don't want they don't want anybody in the shower looking in the closet as well, which is on the second floor.
So we should note that
Noting that
in the motion.
in the motion.
I think it's important to pay attention to what homeowners would like.
So, it was your motion? So you amended to include the 3 windows?
Oh,
along-
absolutely.
And the engineer's comments? And who was the second?
I think I seconded it.
Kim? Okay. Any further discussion? Hearing none? Annette?
Moran,
Yes.
Zerga,
Yes.
Allner.
Yes.
Lazar,
Yes.
Light.
Yes.
Pitts.
Yes.
Mayor Klein.
Yes. Thank you.
Thank you, everyone.
Good luck, George. Good luck. All right, moving along. Item number 5, 620 Lake Placid, sublot 139, a new dwelling. And this is from Pulte, our Pulte friends. How did George, how did you wrest
How did you
away
get
one of
it?
those sites from them?
Yeah, really.
How did you get one of those?
There was, yes, that's right.
Oh,
This is the last available lot.
I'll actually give accolades to Mr. Wolf.
oh, Michael did it.
It's been approved by the village engineer, not approved by the village architect.
No, he's the broker. Are there comments from the village architect?
Village architect approved, the village engineer did not approve.
Oh, I thought you said, you said the
the
other.
architect.
Did I switch that?
Yeah, you said the other way.
apologize. No, architect was fine, the engineer had some things, I'll pull that up in 1 second.
Okay. So this is the last house on Blue Hill here. so sad when it all goes away.
This is only
No,
10
no,
months,
it's
so.
time to celebrate when the last house goes in. Are you kidding me?
He's got the architect's perspective.
One
Even
less-
better.
One less project to do.
Yeah.
Okay.
Well, 30, 25 years from now, they're going to be remodeling.
There you go.
They're going to tear it down and build something else.
That's Bryce's point, they remodeled much sooner.
Yeah.
They got to get a new kitchen.
So the village engineer had issues with the foundation wall in the rear southwest corner.
Oh, yeah. I
And
saw
that the
this.
grades are lower than the proposed bottom of the footer. And that even with a...
Wait a minute.
Wait.
How do you do that?
Sorry, did I give you the site plan?
That's why you hired an engineer.
Says even
Well,
with
you could
a
do a nice.
24-inch higher
grade.
foundation wall, the bottom of the footer does not extend down to the existing ground elevation.
It's not supposed to be, gotta have
It's an
some
access
Structure along the
as
inside
well.
should be a minimum of 42.
Seems like a problem.
Just that.
So they have to step down the wall to get the foundations aligned with the grades.
Are you copacetic with that? You understand? what
Yeah,
you're
well,
doing?
I'd love to, yeah, send that back to our engineer.
You do one of these?
Is that going to change the look?
I don't know yet. Let's look at it. Let's take a look and see what it would do. So obviously, the grade is falling away at that point.
There's a large fall off on the rear lots of all
Right.
the west side of the
As
street.
they go down to Lake Mead.
I don't think the
Well, it's
This side
windows
showing it,
are
there's
aligned
the
with
grade is
floor
going
plan.
down there,
Well,
but apparently it's
this
going
is-
down
this
more
side
than,
seems wanted
Well, they're
to
both
me.
kind of
Well, they're
sketchy.
both,
Plus, they don't align with, the windows don't align with the floor plan.
Yeah, the floor plan, I don't think printed the windows. I was looking at that too. The elevation is correct. The floor plan should show those windows.
Okay. Because we need
gotta get a
more.
better draft.
And
On this
some, and some
side.
better alignment, I
This
think.
one. This side,
Is this?
Yes.
your room before this?
we need more windows.
More windows? Okay, yeah.
More windows, more detail. You tell me what your thoughts are, because it just looks like a whole lot of wall.
I don't like this one either, though. I think this looks like just a bunch of
Yeah.
punched openings.
So on the side that you're showing, we could put a window in the garage for sure, and then there's a laundry room on the back of the house. We could probably throw another 30-60 window on.
Yeah, that shouldn't be a problem because that's just a walkway over there.
Right, exactly. So we could do.
Could you put a
you know,
couple of windows in there?
how many would you like?
We're negotiating.
I mean, I think it depends on the
We
layout.
we could do like
Little tiny windows, no.
we could do like a double 30-60 in the garage. I know we do that sometimes. And then throw another 30-60 on the back in the laundry room.
See, I see the big wall as being better suited for a bigger window, and this, a smaller window, or the same.
So the problem on that floor plan, I think it's just like an entry and a pantry.
You mean
For
in the
the
big
laundry
house,
room?
in the big part?
Yes, yeah. So there's actually a boot bench that backs up to that wall.
There's a what?
A boot bench. So there's a boot bench and a pantry and then a laundry room.
Well, the laundry can have a window.
Yes.
Sure. I'd like to see better elevations. I'd like to see it actually done instead of just saying we want two more windows here and there. Like, I want to see what you're going to do.
I'd also, which kind of makes sense to me, you have this one window on the, which side is this? The left side of the house that's in the stairwell.
Yes.
And it's sort of mounted with the landing. As the 3.5 feet above the landing. I don't know that it needs to be there. It makes more sense for it to align with the window up above it.
Okay.
Because that's all open space anyway, so.
Right.
I think he's talking about this side here.
Yeah, we don't
This
have,
has a window on the side. This is the
we
stairwell.
could move that up.
Oh, that one.
Yeah.
Oh, the other side of the
up.
house.
Yeah.
Okay. Oh, I see what you're saying.
But
So I think what I
don't-
hear is that they're asking you to redraw this and come back.
Yeah.
I think that's what I
I think
hear.
we should
Yeah.
table it and then
Agreed.
come back with,
Could we redline it here?
That's what they're saying, is they feel more comfortable with it.
actual
drafted
drawing.
Yeah.
solution, rather than have
Well-
all of these exceptions.
And on the
Inso-
floor plan,
Yeah,
too.
insofar as also you have a grade issue that you've got to resolve with the building elevation. I think I'd like to see what that really is. The grade differential at that back corner where you have a floating foundation is not something that we should,
You don't usually do.
Ignore.
what we
We're
said.
We're not saying no, we're saying
We don't
table
want to
it.
guess,
Yeah.
right, right.
I mean, there is a difference. I mean,
Right, we're not going to take a no vote on this, we just,
So you'd like to see more windows on either side?
Yes. And some, you know, these all, they just look like punched openings, like have some patterns.
shutters?
some organization to them.
I'm sorry.
some organization, some
organization
detail.
to the windows, instead of just punching a window here and there.
Are you asking for like shutters or other?
No.
No, just,
No,
I mean,
just
were you
some
talking about
pattern,
lining
like,
these
you know,
up
maybe
a
these
little
two
bit
line
more?
up here.
Okay.
You know, like maybe what Judd said, this doesn't bother me, but Judd suggested moving that up.
Up there.
You know, and we need something more going on
And you would
over
like the
here.
bottom and the second and first floor windows lined up? Is that what you're kind of saying?
I mean,
If they
Yes.
can, it makes sense.
it makes sense,
Sure.
yeah, but it all depends on your final layout, you know, and
And
let's.
the other
let's-
thing that I'd like you to look at, because in a lot of the houses, we've helped to break up the verticality with a band board of some kind.
Right.
Yeah,
Interject that
yeah.
as an element.
Because in that back, I mean, when you're looking from the neighbor's rear over to that house, I mean, that back wall, that back side wall
It's
is
massive.
really big, and it doesn't have the kind of great detail that you have on the front. And you have that, I think it just wraps around the corner there real nice, and, you know, you don't have that on the back there. So if you could sort of revisit the whole 2 square windows while you're thinking about the windows on this side.
Well, those
Just
two,
think
the two
about it.
square windows are in the great rooms.
I'm just talking about what it looks like from the outside to the
Oh.
neighbors, that's a really big wall when they're looking from their
Well, there's a
backyard.
fireplace. There's a
I'm
fireplace.
talking about what's on the,
Not between
Oh,
them.
yeah, I thought you were
Yeah,
talking about
places
this
on
one, okay.
No, well, it should be between them. They didn't update the.
Well, then,
first
then
floor.
that's all, yeah,
I
because
know.
I'm looking at the plan and
That's
showing
another
you-
problem.
It's showing the corner
If you look at the
fireplace.
structural.
Yeah, and that's the other thing,
Yeah,
let's
I
have
think
the
Okay,
floor plans.
I think we
here.
need to see
Yeah,
a
yeah.
corrected set of drawings that agrees with what you're going to build.
Yeah, I got you. But those windows there is a fireplace in between those two
Okay.
windows there.
All right, come on back.
Sure.
okay, well, I
Recommending
get
that we
that then.
table this for
next time,
next time, March
or another
3rd,
time,
March 3rd,
whenever you guys are ready.
Yeah.
or whenever you're
Yeah, we'll
ready.
see when we get the submission.
Yeah.
How much time we have.
Yeah,
You have more to talk to us about, don't you?
yeah, because he's the next item too.
No, I emailed Robert. We're withdrawing that one.
Oh,
until next
okay.
time.
Oh, the canyon
Yes.
stuff? Oh,
Canyons?
well,
Oh,
there you
okay.
go. All
Yeah,
right.
Bob's been out. I didn't get that.
Oh, my bad. I meant to copy you too.
That's okay.
I couldn't remember.
He's the boss.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
Got this big promotion, you see.
I see. Yeah, we're
Don't you see the epaulets with,
And the hat, doesn't he
John,
gotta
do you
have
have
a hat now?
Just a point. I think this is pertinent for residents, I don't know if it's pertinent for planning, but asking Brandon, tomorrow, could you get out to Lake Placid behind this home, this lot, and 2 lots on either side? Residents are complaining that the silt fencing is down.
Okay.
They're complaining the silt socks are not in place. They're getting a lot of water and debris in their backyard. I mentioned it briefly to the Pulte rep, but I got a couple of neighbors that are experiencing a lot of surface.
Gotcha.
Okay.
No problem.
I mean, it's easily fixable.
Sure.
okay.
March is the building.
Item number 6 has been withdrawn. We'll be on the next agenda. That brings us.
Thank you.
Thanks. Okay. Item number 7 is ordinance number that's been referred to Planning Commission from council, an ordinance approving the map of survey consolidation and vacation and dedication for a portion of Orange Place and Parcel D in blocks A, B, and C. This all goes back to the Pinecrest development, where when the Orange Place was replatted and the drainage area was was created. Apparently, the map wasn't corrected. So we have to,
And then change of ownership.
with the change of
Made
ownership, the
difficulty
tenure.
getting signatures from the owner. So we're now squared away.
So this, well, our role here is to review this and then recommend to council adoption of the ordinance approving the map of survey and consolidation and so forth. So are there any questions or comments or concerns on this particular?
So is this, I mean, is this as accurate as we believe it to be now? Because it sort of doesn't look that way when you actually go back and just observe.
Visually?
Visually, yeah. Up there, when you go up and look at what's up there now, right? So is this correct?
I mean, we could double check with the engineer.
Engineer signed off on this.
The engineer signed off on it, so
He's approved it.
we can ask, are you certain? But
Did you really mean to approve it?
did you really? Did you even look at this?
I kind of believe that Brian,
No, I mean, I'm sure he does. It's just that we've got so many other things going on up there in this corner, right?
yeah,
That could, alter this and the way it looks when you start talking about all the things that are in the easements and everything else,
that's why this needed to be done, because it hadn't
You see,
been.
it hasn't been recorded with the county properly, showing the village right-of-way, not where it belongs.
Can you just go up and point out for me, please? I'm sorry. Just-
So the red lines are the right-of-way, and this was the old orange place,
Okay,
and it's clearly not built that way. So this rectifies that, and then it gets recorded with the county, and then the map will display correctly.
And show us now the platted, so that way that's fresh in mind. Can you pull up the proposed plat? But you can sort of see the geometry.
So it's on 2 pages.
Well, but that map will work if you rotate it 90
So the shaded area is what we're giving up in terms of
Right.
right-of-way. It's still in the Block A1 over which we have drainage easement. They are required, can't remember who's required to maintain it. Somebody other than us is required to maintain that drainage facility. Either Chagrin Highlands or Pinecrest.
It's Pinecrest. It's
Because that's their drainage facility, yeah. Okay, so Pinecrest has to maintain that.
When this, it'll go back to 2013, when we were planning this, and it became at least apparent to me that there was this little block of land over there that the village had, that had no purpose and no need for ownership of it. And we offered it up to Pinecrest to enable them to facilitate their detention area at a cost, and compensating the village for that. And it enabled them to, have to limit the amount of on-site detention that they would have to do on their original property. So it gave them a little additional potential growth. Capacity.
so they
for
did
them.
pay the village?
Oh, yeah,
Okay.
yeah. There's a lease on it.
There's a lease or the ownership? I mean,
I think we own it and they have a lease
They
on
have
it. And I
like a
think,
99-year lease or something.
and there was compensation. I don't recall what it was.
because
Paul
I'm
handled
reading
those
this, and
transactions.
this is talking about, the parcel should be transferred to the owner of Pinecrest. It isn't talking about leasing, it says the Orange Village, and by the way, I mean, this is presumptuous. Orange Village does not want the ownership and maintenance responsibility of the Pinecrest retention pond or the dedicated easement areas. Well, that's for the Orange Village to decide, not the,
Well, that was the negotiated
That was
deal.
negotiated
and
deal
approved
back
by a
then.
prior council. That was the position of the village.
okay, so,
That was
so
in
the village was
2014.
paid for the land then?
I believe that's
Yes.
correct.
Because I'm hearing two different things. I mean, we were paid for it and we sold it, it just didn't get recorded properly.
No, this is the dedication of the right-of-way. the right-of-way was dedicated in the wrong spot. This corrects the dedication and takes the roadway, the dedicated right-of-way, off of Block A1.
Well, I don't think it was ever changed, right? The dedicated roadway is still the old Orange Place.
No, it was changed. It was changed to that. That's what you see when you pull up the county map again. You will see
Okay.
that's what's dedicated right now.
The one, between the two red lines?
The red lines,
line.
yes.
The red line area is the
Yeah.
dedicated
It
area.
wasn't? Okay.
So the shaded area is that green area that is shown in the dedicated right-of-way, not a part of parcel A1. What this will do is vacate that roadway, put it into parcel A1, and I have to go back and look up. I had thought that Orange Village still owns parcel A1, and they have the easement and maintenance obligation of it.
We also, if you look at, you see where that red line sort of just disappears at the north corner there?
Right.
Yeah.
Orange Village still has right-of-way that extends all the way along Orange Place and creates what I refer to as a rat tail of land that we have.
To maintain.
So, to be clear, the village owns A1. The village owns that property and has the easement to Pinecrest to maintain the drainage facility. They're obligated to do that. So we still have nominal ownership of it. And that was part of the deal.
But there's also that, the gas line
13.
goes up through there, which is under, 24-inch gas main.
Yeah.
But I think it goes due south through underneath. I think it cuts through. I don't think it follows the roadway at that point.
It comes up, it's over to the left there.
Yep.
Yeah.
But it goes up along and under the roadway and up through Orange Place there at some
Right.
point, yes.
Right.
Yeah, it would be,
Yeah.
yeah.
It jumps across that entry to the 271.
Yeah.
But it's not directly in this section of land.
So technically, the village will still own the property. The maintenance obligation of that area it's the green area on that picture, that's in the red area, will transfer over to Pinecrest. They will maintain that area rather than the village. We maintain the road.
But I believe we do have, as I recall, that we were compensated for that land, for the use of that land.
I'd have to go back and look. We still own it, and I don't know.
But there was a leasing agreement on it, as with
Well,
with them.
part of the compensation is they maintain that area.
Correct.
And part of the village is owner in name only. We don't really use it for anything, and
Plow it, put snow.
we won't be plowing it now. A1, we won't be plowing. That's the point.
Yeah.
We shouldn't be plowing it. It's not a road.
Nevertheless, I think what we should do relative to the recommendation to council on this is recommendation to council with confirmation of the financial arrangement for that property, just to confirm that what I believe is correct is that Orange has been compensated for it, or continues to be compensated for it.
Well, actually, that may have been owned, that may have been part of the property that special counsel to the village for the Woodbrand project acquired via eminent domain. The Shepherds and the other
Yeah, yeah.
zone,
I don't
maybe?
know that.
So maybe you guys need to find these things out before planning and zoning takes
A stand.
a stand to recommend to council.
Well, the planning and zoning issue, Kimberly, is the location, placement, and approval of the plan itself.
Yeah, I think planning, I mean, you can vote how you want, but I think the planning commission is looking at, assuming that the easement property issues are properly resolved, we want the road to be where the road is rather than where it's platted to be right now. That's the Planning and Zoning Commission. Council, I would agree, we got to figure out and make certain that the property aspects of this are correct.
Okay, then I would suggest that the wording be exactly what you just said, which is assuming, you know, having that in there, because I,
Well, it's a motion to recommend the ordinance. That's the extent of what you're doing.
yes, but it's,
And you can convey back to council that there are issues related to the ownership question and the lease of the property that need to be resolved, and we'll get that squared away.
okay, so my suggestion then is that you guys, that you and/or Judd
Who's
come
you
to the
guys?
council meeting with that information.
Absolutely.
So
Yeah.
that,
Well, that's what I, that's
so
what
that
I
it can
just
be
asked.
answered
Yeah,
prior to the council's vote.
Yep.
that's what I just asked of him to do, is to confirm that. I'm sure that Singerman was involved in that negotiation. That was one of the early negotiations.
That's fine, I'm just trying to make sure that our i's are dotted
Sure,
and t's are crossed.
absolutely.
You know, I'm not opposed to this in theory, I just
No, we should have,
I
we
just
should
want to
have
make
the
sure that we're
answer.
being very transparent and
We should
clear.
have the answers to your questions.
Yeah.
And it is interesting how that one red line just stops. I mean, it doesn't sort of connect up with anything
No,
to
it
sort of
just stops.
complete the circle. It just stops.
Well, I think the,
Who drew the lines, do you know?
County?
the red lines are from the county
Yeah,
GIS.
county
map.
right of ways.
Yeah,
This is just a screenshot, but I can go to the,
Oh, okay.
I can pull it up.
I'm sure that there's a connector
I think,
between that.
isn't that black line?
Well, yeah, there's a black line, there's a line that goes
Yeah,
down
It's just black.
and encloses the pond property for the parcel. The reason the line just stops is it's going due south from where it stops and enclosing
Yeah.
the parcel with the pond on it.
Yeah, it's on there, it's just in
The
black.
right-of-way continues, and the area to the west of where the line stops, let me show you this.
Yeah, I'm visual, you know that.
Yep. Can you see that? So that's
Because
part of the
if you
right-of-way,
look
the
at the
the
plat,
orange place
this is
right-of-way.
the county GIS map, and it's showing the
That's where
the
the
layout of
that's
the
not in
road
red
and
is-
the old
Yeah,
configuration.
because it's drawn like that on here.
Yeah.
Steve, thank you.
Yep.
And
So-
that parcel is fully enclosed.
So the red line is confusing. It turns into a black line there when it goes south.
And it's
Yeah.
like it's a black line on the other
Because the
side
right-of-way
too.
then goes south and then connects up with that
Yeah.
western
Seems more like the
boundary
word drawing than a presentation.
which is the rat tail that I referred to a minute ago.
So maybe for the council meeting, we can have the lines all there.
Well, they are, they clearly are, because you can see it on the parcel.
All right, I'll make a motion to approve.
It's like he's here.
Recommend approval.
Recommend.
crazy.
We have a second, we have a motion of a second from someone here?
I'll second.
Anthony. The only further discussion is that we, as this is presented to council in next reading,
Yeah, it's the same
the
thing. You
information
can see
relative
that,
All right.
To the lease.
to the lease on it,
because you can
Or
see
easement.
like these parcels.
whatever it is.
This one is owned by,
Any other comments, questions?
They've asked that we have,
this is
Kimberly has asked that we have the ability to show that on a screen at the council meeting.
Okay.
So I don't know if you
Yeah, that's
have talked to cause that to occur. It's not a legal question. It's not-
Send the screenshot.
Yeah, well, I
Yeah, but
I
who
do
can
think you should
operate?
show where that line connects to something.
Oh, anybody can operate.
I
Oh,
guarantee you I can't.
Anna knows how to operate it. So,
That's the working drawing.
okay,
Oh, so the corrected version should be shown to council.
Well, the line should be highlighted. There is a line on there. It's black.
Okay.
rather
There are
red.
lots of other black lines on there also. There are.
Okay.
We should just make it very clear for people to be able to see it, myself included.
See the
Thank
other
you.
black
I
lines?
just outlined it in yellow.
Yeah, I do.
so noted.
Those, I mean, the other black lines aren't impacted. I mean, I think the theory is that part of the red line is showing the current, I can't explain it.
I know, keep going on that
I see
one.
the problem
Give it
here.
up.
I'm not an engineer. I can't be expected to
I
know these
think
things.
it needs to be, someone
attorney,
needs to
what
be
do you
able
want
to be able to explain it to council, and I do believe that you need,
I'll be able to
That-
explain it to council.
and I believe that you need to have that line, the lines.
Well, put the yellow
more-
dot back up.
The
You just
yellow
have
is
yellow.
fine, the yellow is,
parcel.
Yeah.
Yeah,
That's
but it
the
also
question.
defines the,
Yeah.
the yellow line is fine.
where
At least
the
you can-
right-of-way
Yeah.
goes to.
Right.
Okay.
Yeah. Which is open.
Anything further? Jeanette? Call the question.
Allner?
So we're voting on whether we're recommending this to
Recommending
council.
approval, yep,
Right.
Recommending approval to council, correct?
of 2026-3.
Okay, yes.
Lazar?
Yes.
Light?
Yes.
Pitts?
Yes.
Mayor Klein?
Yes. Okay. Item number
Easier just to look at. You can see.
8, ordinance number
Thank you.
2026-4 as amended, an ordinance amending section 114404 of chapter 1144, amendments and exceptions to clarify the procedures for proposed amendments to the zoning code of Orange Village. That will be Cheryl. No, it's not. Howard Goldberg. Told him to call at 6:30 last night. Can't tell time.
So the question,
So Steve, I think you might want to
okay,
handle.
I revised the initial draft that went to, do you have the as amended ordinance in front of you?
Yes.
Okay.
Is that this one?
Yeah, the intention here is to spell out in step form,
Where's it?
See the black lines?
no, it says as amended at the top under
right here.
2026-04.
Oh, yes.
Yeah,
thank
they
you.
got the as amended.
And so the
Yes.
changes are from the existing document. So the current ordinance has that language where the line is drawn through. Every such proposed amendment shall be submitted to council, and council shall then follow procedures set forth in 1141 through, 1144.01 through 1144.03. Those sections were repealed back in 1985.
Wow.
We haven't addressed this.
So we're just doing a little housekeeping.
We're doing a little housekeeping. This is, so what we did back when the charter was put into place, we put in a procedure that zoning changes go to the Planning and Zoning Commission, come back to council, and when you're changing the classification of a property, so rezoning, most recently, we did it over for the Omni development, you go to the people with the approval for that. There isn't anything, if you're just rezoning, if you're just changing the code. So this lays out the process when you're doing a code change that we have followed for forever, and clarified that we're doing a public hearing of the proposed code change, which is what the state law requires and has been a gap in our code that wasn't required, so we didn't do a public hearing. Now, because we can put it on the website, we publish notice of it, and that you can have a public hearing. Council shall hold a public hearing, and council considers all of the things that are in front of them, amendments to the ordinance, et cetera. So this goes step by step on the process to change the zoning code. And then if the legislation...
Not to change the zoning, but to change the
Right.
code.
And then there is the provision in J, if it rezones property, you continue to send it on to the voters. And that'll be, we put that in the legislation that rezones the property and tells the Board of Elections to put it on the ballot.
but that's in the charter.
That's in the charter, and this aligns with that and aligns with our practice. This is the way we've always handled zoning changes. And this provides, when I initially drafted, I pulled in the language from the charter, but I think this adds a measure of clarity exactly how the sausage is to be made. And each step of the way, you go to the Planning and Zoning Commission. The Planning and Zoning has to come back. The authority of the planning and zoning, where they have power, where you guys have power, is if you recommend against a zoning change, a zoning ordinance change, it takes 5 members of council to do that. So if you act to say no, if your recommendation is no, 5 members of council under the charter are needed, and this is picked up here, that it's in the ordinance as well.
Yeah, if council
So
wants
that
to say
still
yes,
stays-
5 members of
right.
council would have to say yes.
At least 5, yes.
Supermajority.
Yep.
Which is what charter has right now.
Right,
Yes.
yeah.
Just like the 90-day
Exactly.
inaction.
That language,
Right from
I've
the
taken
charter.
all of that and put it in here.
So what are we going to do if the Charter Review Commission changes the charter? We're going to have to revisit
One of the things
this.
that I do in conjunction with Charter Review Commission is look at ordinances that have to be changed
Okay.
if the changes are made. That's
Okay.
why we like to have the changes effective in January after the vote would be in November.
Okay,
Motion to approve, motion to recommend.
I'll second.
Ryan and Kim. Any further discussion? Hearing none. Annette, can you call the question?
Allner?
Yes.
Lazar?
Yes.
Light?
Yes.
Pitts?
Yes.
Mayor Klein?
Yes. And that takes us to the end of our agenda and the chief building officials report.
We have 2 cases on the next meeting. One is a new 4-unit building in the canyons. The other is some exterior alterations for a tenant space at Pinecrest,
Why would that be coming to us?
because there's significant alterations.
Do they affect the exterior of the building?
The exterior.
Oh, okay.
Exterior alterations.
Okay. That makes sense.
Yes, sir. That's all we have?
For a change.
So that's on the 3rd or something?
March 3rd.
Yeah.
Okay. Any other topic for discussion? Hearing none. Minutes from the January 20th, 2026 meeting. Can I get a motion to approve the minutes?
So moved.
Ryan, do I have a second?
Second.
Jeff? Any comments, questions, or alterations? Hearing none. Danette?
Moran?
Yes.
Skirkov?
Yes.
Allner?
Yes.
Lazar?
Yes.
Light?
Yes.
Pitts? Mayor Klein?
Yes. Thank you, and good night and good news.